On nights when the moon glows bright over Vietnam, children look up and say, "Look, there is Chú Cuội sitting under his banyan tree." But who is he? Why does a man live on the moon? Tonight, we journey into one of Vietnam's most magical and bittersweet legends, the story of Chú Cuội, the man forever tied to the banyan tree in the sky. Long ago, in a quiet village near rolling bamboo forests, lived Cuội, humble woodcutter. Though poor, he had a good heart. He helped neighbors, rescued animals, and lived a simple, content life. But Cuội possessed something rare. He loved stories of magic, and the forest loved him back. One day, while gathering firewood, Cuội heard desperate cries from the bushes. Cuội found 3 tiger cubs lying lifeless on the ground. Believing they were dead, he prepared to bury them. But suddenly the mother tiger leaped out, carrying a glowing leaf in her mouth. She chewed the leaf, pressed it to the cubs, and they sprang back to life. Cuoy's eyes widened. A leaf that revived the dead. He followed the tiger deep into the forest. There, at the heart of an ancient clearing, stood a mystical banyan tree, its roots glowing faintly like moonlight. Cuoy realized this was no ordinary tree. Its leaves held the power to heal any wound, even death itself. Determined, he carefully dug up the tree's roots, carried it home, and replanted it in his yard. But the forest spirits whispered one warning: take great care. Never water the tree with dirty water, or it will fly back to the heavens. From that day on, Cuoy used the tree's magical leaves to help everyone. He revived sick children, healed wounded soldiers, even saved animals that villagers thought were gone forever. People admired him not for the magic he controlled, but for the kindness in his heart. But legends say that miracles often invite trouble. Eventually, Cuoy married a sweet but absent-minded woman. She loved him dearly, yet often forgot small details. One afternoon, while Cuoy was away, she watered the banyan tree, but the water, cloudy and dirty, came from a muddy pond. The ground shivered, the roots trembled. Then the tree began to rise. It lifted slowly, pulling itself out of the earth, floating upward toward the sky. By the time Cuoy rushed home, the banyan tree was already drifting into the clouds. Desperate, Cuoy leapt forward and grabbed its roots. The banyan tree soared higher and higher. Cuoy held on with all his strength, his feet dangling in the air. He shouted for help, but the wind swallowed his voice. Through clouds, through stars, through the endless night sky, until at last the tree landed on the surface of the moon. Cuoy's grip finally loosened. He looked around and realized he was alone. The skies of Earth were far, far below. On the moon, Cuoy built himself a small place to live beneath the banyan tree. Though lonely, he continued carving wooden toys and speaking to the tree as if it were an old friend. Some nights, he gazed down at Earth's village, glowing faintly like a distant memory. He missed his wife, his home, and the world he once knew. But he was forever bound to the magical tree, and the magical tree was bound to the heavens. From the surface of the moon, Cuoy could only whisper, "If only I had been more careful." Centuries passed. Over time, the people of Earth noticed something strange. On bright, full moon nights, the shadow of a man sitting beneath a tree appeared on the moon's surface. Parents told their children, "That's Chú Cuội, still holding on to his magical banyan tree." Every year during the Mid-Autumn festival, children light lanterns and sing songs to comfort him, hoping that the glow of their lanterns reaches the moon, so Cuoy will feel a little less lonely. The legend of Chú Cuội reminds us, magic lives in the simplest acts of kindness, but every gift must be cared for with wisdom. So the next time you look up at the full moon, search for the shadow of a man beneath a towering tree. It might just be Cuoy still watching over the world he loves. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Vietnamese legends brought to life.